Once upon a time, in a faraway village, there lived a family of three beautiful daughters. The youngest of these daughters was named Ife, which means love. Her parents chose this name because they believed she was as precious as love itself. However, because of her striking beauty, everyone in the village began to call her Eva, which means beauty. As Ife grew, her beauty shone brighter and the nickname stuck. It became so common that even her family began to call her Eva. Eventually, everyone forgot that her real name was Ife. When Eva introduced herself, she used the name everyone knew her by. You are truly beautiful like a gem, the villagers would say, admiring her, and so Eva became her identity, known and admired by everyone in the village. Eva was not just beautiful, she was also kind hearted and very talented for sewing clothes. As the youngest of three daughters, she looked up to her older siblings, Kemi and Ada, who were also very beautiful. Eva loved her family deeply and was proud of her sisters. However, as she grew older, she began to notice that beauty alone did not guarantee happiness. Kemi and Ada had captivated the hearts of wealthy men who came from the city to marry them. However, their beauty, which seemed to be a blessing, turned out to be a double-edged sword. However, as Eva grew up, she witnessed her sister's wedding, which were a grand affair filled with music, dancing, and promises of a bright future. The men who married Kemi and Ada had promised their parents that they would support the girls in furthering their education. But once they were married, these promises were broken. Kemi's husband, despite his wealth, was unfaithful and often left her feeling lonely and abandoned. Ada's husband, on the other hand, was abusive and constantly accused her of infidelity. Both sisters were trapped in their unhappy marriages, unable to live because they lacked the skills or education to support themselves independently. One afternoon, Eva visited Kemi in the city. The mansion was beautiful, but the atmosphere inside was cool and sad. Kemi sat by the window, looking miserable. You have to be careful, Kemi warned, her voice trembling. Don't let our fate become yours. Eva nodded solemnly, understanding the depth of her sister's despair. She then visited Ada, who had a bruise on her cheek for recent beating. Why don't you leave him? Eva asked, tears welling in her eyes. I have nowhere to go, and I don't want to burden our parents. Besides, they rely on the money he sent them. Ada replied, her voice barely a whisper. Eva returned home from visiting her sisters in the city, her arms full of goodies. She had brought back gifts of clothes, food, and other items her sisters had given her. Her mother greeted her warmly as she entered their small, modest house in the village. Eva, you are back, she exclaimed, her eyes lighting up. What did you bring? Eva handed her mother the bag. Here, Mama, these are from Kemi and Ada. They wanted to make sure you have everything you need. Eva's mother began to unpack the bags, smiling at the contents, but Eva's heart was heavy. She couldn't hold back her feelings any longer. Mama, I need to talk to you, Eva said, her voice serious. Her mother looked up, sensing the urgency in her daughter's tone. What is it, my child? Eva took a deep breath. Kemi and Ada are suffering. Kemi's husband cheats on her all the time. Her mother sighed and shook her head. Eva, you are still young. You do not understand marriage yet. When you grow up, you will see that a woman must be strong and endure her marriage. just like I have. Eva was confused. But Mama, why should they stay if they are unhappy? Eva's mother sat down and looked at Eva with a tired expression. Do you think I stay with your father because I am happy at all time? No, Eva. I stay because it is my duty as a wife and mother. We must be strong for our family. Eva felt a wave of sadness wash over her. But Mama, I don't want to live like that. I don't want to suffer like Kemi and Ada. She took Eva's hand gently. Every woman has her struggles. Marriage is not always easy, but we must do what we can to keep our family together. Eva's eyes filled with tears. Mama, I promise you, I will not settle for a marriage like my sisters. I want to study, become a fashion designer, and make my own way in life. Her mother looked at her daughter with a mix of pride and worry. You are smart, Eva. I hope your dreams come true. But remember, life is not always as simple as we wish it to be. Eva nodded, understanding her mother's words, but still resolute in her heart. She knew she had to follow her own path, no matter how difficult it might be. She hugged her mother tightly, feeling a deep love for her, but also a firm resolve to change her own destiny. Eva was walking home from school, chatting with her friends from high school. They were all in awe of her skill in needlework, praising her designs and talents. You are so talented. Everyone loves your clothes, said Chiamaka, one of her friends. Thank you, Chiamaka, Eva replied with a smile. I just love making beautiful things. As they were about to part ways, Eva turned to another friend, Amara. Amara, please remind your mother that I will finish her dress this weekend. She can come and collect it on Sunday. I will, Eva. Thank you so much. Amara responded cheerfully. They all waved goodbye, and Eva continued her journey home. As she walked down the dusty village road, a shiny luxury car drove past her, then suddenly reversed back. The window rolled down, and a well-dressed man called her out.
Hello there, beautiful. What's your name?
The man asked, smiling. Eva stopped and looked at him, feeling uncomfortable. My name is Eva. What do you want? The man grinned.
You are very beautiful, Eva. I like you. I want to get to know you better.
Eva frowned and shook her head. Thank you, but I'm not interested. The man seemed surprised by her response, but didn't give up. He asked where she lived and drove to her house. When he arrived, he spoke to Eva's parents, telling them the same story her sister's husband had told.
I want to marry your daughter.
The man said confidently.
I will take her to the city and help her further her studies. She will have a good life with me.
Eva's parents were excited and tried to convince her.
This is a good opportunity for you. He is a wealthy man and he will take care of you.
But Eva was firm. No, Papa, Mama, I do not want to marry him. I want to continue my studies and become a fashion designer. Despite her parents' attempt to persuade her, Eva refused the man's proposal. Over time, many other suitors came, each promising her heaven and earth, but Eva turned them all down. At the end of the year, the results from her school exams were announced. Eva was nervous but hopeful as she went to check her results. When she saw her results, she was overjoyed. She had passed with flying colors, and her dreams of going to college to study fashion designing was within reach. She ran home to share the good news with her parents. Mama, Papa, I did it. I passed my exams with high marks. I can go to college now. Her parents were proud and happy for her.
We are so proud of you, Eva. You have worked so hard, and now you will achieve your dreams.
Eva journeyed to the city to study fashion design with the money she had saved from sewing clothes for the villagers. Her sister Ada also helped her pay for college for the whole year. When Eva arrived in the city, she stayed with Ada since Ada's house was closer to the college. On Eva's first day of college, she attracted a lot of attention. Her beauty and stylish clothes she had designed for herself made her stand out. Everyone, including the lecturers, noticed her. A group of ladies often come up to her to compliment her outfit.
Wow, your dress is amazing. Did you make it yourself?
One of the girls asked. Yes, I did, Eva replied with a smile.
She is so talented and beautiful.
Another girl said, and everyone nodded in agreement. When Eva walked through the college, people stared at her, admiring her beauty and talent. The first week was very exciting for her. Many girls wanted to be her friend, and they would wave at her from a distance or call her out.
How are you, Eva?
They would even ignore whoever she was with just to get her attention. Eva received a lot of attention from guys too. Even guys from other faculties would hang around Eva's faculty just to talk to her or ask if they could buy her lunch.
Hi, would you like to have lunch with me today?
One of the boys asked. Thank you, but I already have plans, Eva would reply politely. Despite all the attention, Eva was unsure who truly liked her for who she was. She felt that people were drawn to her look rather than her personality. After the first week of classes, Eva was due to move into the college residence. That Friday, after her classes, she went back to Ada's house. She could hear Ada and her husband arguing, which made her very upset. That night, Eva took Ada's old ribbon doll and started sewing a mask to cover her face. The doll was small, so she had to put many pieces together, resulting in a lot of stitches. Eva didn't care about the appearance of the mask. She just needed something to cover her face. She used the silicone texture of the doll, which felt like real skin but looked hideous. On Sunday night, Ada drove Eva to the residence where she would stay. They hugged and said goodbye.
I will come to visit you whenever I can, okay? Study hard.
Ada said to Eva. Eva was alone in the residence because her roommate had not yet moved in. On Monday, Eva went to school wearing her face mask. No one recognized her as Eva. As soon as she reached the academic area, everyone was whispering and laughing.
What is that?
Someone said. Eva went to the friends she had made during the first week and told them, "It's me, Eva." They laughed scornfully.
Do you think you can ever look as beautiful as Eva?
They mocked.
Don't look our way.
In class, everyone asked, "Where is Eva today?" Even the lecturers who admired her beauty asked, but no one knew. The first day of the week was very long for Eva. Students from other halls came just to see her. No one wanted to be seen hanging out with her. During break, it was like a museum exhibition. Everyone came to watch her. But Eva didn't care. She was used to being famous for her beauty, and now she was getting used to being noticed for her ugliness. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for part 2.